I wanted to start off and ask. I read your interview with Vanity Fair around the time when you were doing press for If Beale Street Could Talk, and you talked about how you were able to, when you were a kid, were able to recite The Lion King like letter for letter. Is that really true, or is that just something you just said at the time?
No, I used to make my dad watch The Lion King with me essentially every day. I can't do it now, but yes, I I knew every word, every song.
And I suppose that leads into my next question, which is this, and I know this is always like a cliche thing to say, like, oh, it was a dream come true, but this really must have been a dream come true to star next to like Chip and Dale and all those kind of 90s Disney animation characters.
Yeah, actually, I'll be honest. I didn't grow up watching Chip and Dale. It's a few years before my time,
Right. Okay.
but being a part of a film that's, I mean, a big part of the heart of the film is it's a celebration of animation. So no matter when you started watching, animated films or series, whichever ones you loved and adored growing up, this film is a celebration of all of that. So to just, I don't know, get to be a character with all these different, animated characters that I grew up loving. And for that reason, yeah, it has been a dream come true.
I've always wondered about this because I remember like Bob Hoskins when he was doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and he, from what I heard, like he had a really hard time trying to actually visualize like the animated characters in front of him. I mean, because you're basically acting against like a tennis ball, pretty much, isn't it?
Right.
I mean, is it as difficult as they say, or is it just a case of you just have to, completely go with it and commit, or how does it work?
It definitely presented some interesting acting challenges because, yes, essentially I was acting by myself. Sometimes there'd be, a puppet and they say, okay, this one's Chip, this one's Dale, or it would just be a piece of tape on the wall. So it was interesting the things like that I had to be aware of when essentially acting with something that, wasn't really acting with me.
I mean, because I know I've talked to like a few of like the Marvel actors, and like I know some of them try to kind of think of it almost like black box theater. They get that kind of experimental with it. I mean, was that your own kind of take on it, or was it just like follow the eye line and say the lines and all that kind of stuff?
Um, I mean, for me, it was, I don't know, I had to be really confident in the work that I did and, knowing the circumstances. And of course, it's kind of silly, I'm trying to solve the crime with Chip and Dale, but, I really still had to do my homework because that was the thing that was going to allow me to be comfortable, just being there by myself and trusting that once all of these other elements came together. And I mean, that's also Akiva's great direction. He was an excellent director for this, gave me like, was so clear about what each moment was. So I kind of got to relax in, just his direction and that, okay, all of these things, even if I can't quite see it, I know that, these other people see it very clearly and they're going to help me execute.
Cool, great stuff. I'm getting the wrap there. Thanks so much, and all the best for the film.
Thank you.
Over here! Go get him! This is awesome! I was always more of an Alvin and the Chipmunks person.
You monster.
That my best friend, she a real bad got her own money.
It was like professional.
Same time!
Jeez, you owe me a non-brand specific cola.
What?